I'm Amy Cherry. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, here to wow ya.
Now is the time to make sure your disaster plans are up to date and you know where to go if you're ordered to evacuate.
You hear the words all the time, be prepared, make a kit. Well, now's the time as Tropical Storm Durian approaches Florida. Residents east of I-95 or those living in mobile homes or low-lying areas should be ready to evacuate. Flagler County Emergency Management Director Jonathan Lord says current forecasts show the storm will gain strength, hitting Florida as a hurricane with Flagler County in the center of its cone.
Do not wait until this weekend. Please make sure you have enough fuel, food, water, medications for at least 5 to 7 days for everybody in your household.
Be sure to properly secure homes and businesses. For those who receive daily in-home medical care, you're urged to apply for the Special Needs Registry. You can do so at flaglercounty.org/special needs. For updates on the storm, head on over to
www.flaglercounty.org/emergency. That's www.flaglercounty.org/emergency.
Lord calls early preparations not panic critical. He expects a local state of emergency to be declared sometime today. In Palm Coast, they're making sandbags available in advance of the storm. Self-serve stations with sandbags and sand are open at the Palm Coast Public Works Yard 1 on Wellfield Grade off US 1. Don't forget your shovel. If you need just bags, head on over to Palm Coast City Hall or the Utility Department during regular business hours from 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. through Friday. Then you can fill your bags at the Indian Trails Sports Complex or the Seminole Woods Neighborhood Park. Elsewhere in the county, you can get your sandbags at Malacompra parking lot in the Hammock, the old jail site at Utility Street and Old Moody Boulevard, and the Hidden Trails Community Center in Daytona North. The Malacompra site will offer assistance filling bags between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. today. Flagler County's Hurricane Call Center is also officially open. If you need information, call 586-5111 between 8 a.m. and 6 p.m. today and Friday.
This portion of Flagler's Morning News brought to you by the Daytona Beach International Airport, Delta Airlines nonstop to Atlanta, and now nonstop service to New York City via American Airlines.
24 judicial candidates have been interviewed for an open seat on the bench. John Erking reports.
The 7th Circuit's Judicial Nominating Commission spent the entire day interviewing 24 candidates for Flagler's new county judge seat. Starting at 8:45 a.m., the interviews took place in the jury assembly room at the Flagler County Courthouse. The commission is tasked with paring down the candidates to a short list of up to 6 that will then go to Governor Ron DeSantis, who'll make the appointment later this year. The 9-member Judicial Nominating Commission gave each candidate a 15-minute session, although panel members came prepared, having been assigned a particular candidate's application, including calling on references. One of the main questions that was asked of the candidates was if they were prepared to run for election to the seat in 2 years, although it could come even sooner, although that's not likely. If Governor DeSantis makes the appointment before November, the new judge will serve only until the end of 2020. However, it's expected DeSantis will make the appointment after November, meaning the appointee will get to serve until the 2022 election. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm John Erking.
While other cities contract out their trash collection, Flagler Beach has its own.
And City Manager Larry Newsom says it's a profitable business.
We probably have about $1.5 million in reserves. So we make money and everything from utilities, including sanitation, which is, it can be considered a utility. You know, we want to have money for reserves because sometimes you never know what's going to happen.
Newsom said that when residents in Flagler Beach can't flush a toilet or get water from the kitchen tap, they're calling him to fix the problem. He said that all of the city's utilities are old and have to be brought up to a certain level so that the lines don't break. Tomorrow, the challenge Flagler Beach has is the future. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
An area sports complex is evolving to meet the community's needs. With more, here's Tony Magoo.
There are exciting improvements that are being made and that are on the way that will make your next trip to the Indian Trail Sports Complex more enjoyable. These changes will also afford more opportunities for tournaments, and annually tournaments bring in a $6.8 million economic impact to the region. There are 10 total multi-use fields and 4 ball fields at the ITSC. In order to accommodate the growing demand for field space, the City of Palm Coast Parks and Recreation Department is recommending converting fields 1 and 2 into baseball and softball fields within phases, which were highlighted at a city council workshop this past Tuesday. Watch for new fencing, dugouts, bleachers, and possible lighting if funding allows. There would also be 2 t-ball fields created, and these conversions would cost approximately $220,000. City crews could start this work once the city council gives the go-ahead, which could come up as soon as the next business meeting, which would be next Tuesday. There are several tournaments scheduled to use the sports complex for soccer, lacrosse, and baseball from now until next summer. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Tony Magoo.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Amy Cherry.